Hey soul family, welcome back to the channel. This is the White Feather Tarot, and in today's reading we are doing your higher self's advice on how to end a challenge in your life. And to do this reading, as always, we are going to be picking your main cards together, the ones that you are going to be choosing from for today's reading. And today we are picking 3 piles. So I feel this one. I'll take this one. And then this will be the second pile. And last but not least, okay, I was going to take this one, but it seems like this one is more persistent. So it's definitely that one. Okay, so let's see what we have for today's reading. Pile number 1, you have the Star. Pile number 2. You have the card No. And pile number 3. You have the 6 of Pentacles. Very interesting cards. I cannot wait to get into them. If you like to pick with crystals, let me add these right now. There we go. So for pile number 1, you have the white Howlite. For pile number 2, you have the Hematite in the shape of a mirror ball. And for pile number 3, you have what they call the Super 7. And it's because it's, I want to bring it clear so you can see it. I hope the camera's picking up. I'll try to come closer to the lighting. It's because it's a combination. Yeah, there we go. It's a combination of 7 crystals. I believe amethyst, cocoxonite, goethite, smoky quartz, clear quartz, rutile, and I believe lepidocrosite. So that is the Super 7 crystal. There we go. All right. I hope you can see how it looks like. And it's picking up on camera. All right. So take a look at which one of these 3 cards, 3 piles or 3 crystals you're the most drawn to, and that will be the pile for you here today. If you feel drawn to more than one pile, as I always say, or maybe even all of the piles, trust your intuition. It is there to help you pick up the messages that are important for you to hear. And so if you're just drawn to one, you know that's it. This will be the pile, and it will be your main focus that your higher self wants to focus on today. But if you feel drawn to several or maybe all, then perhaps the combination of these piles will make everything make sense to you, come together, and you will clearly be able to totally and overcome a challenge and end it forever. So trust your intuition. It's your magic. And as always, you know, sometimes it's one clear, good message that makes all the big difference, changes everything. So trust it, let it lead the way. And as always, you'll find the timestamps down in the description box. Click on your times, and I'll see you in your readings. Hi, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. You have chosen the beautiful white Howlite as well as the star card. Very interesting. Today, as you know, we're taking a look at your higher self's key advice on how to end a challenge in your life. Your tarot cards are now ready. Oh, I see this one. And I also see that one. So these are your 2 oracle. Oh, and I see this one as well. I feel these 3. So we're going to keep them. And let's pick up 2 cards from here. I actually see them. 1 and 2. Right. So let's see what your cards are and what your advice is exactly from your higher self. So first thing we see is imagine. What an interesting card. Okay, and I do see the idea of looking up towards the stars. You have the star card, you have the moon here. I see someone, I don't want to say clinging, but holding on to the moon. So let's see what this is trying to say. You also have breathe. Interesting. Very spiritual advice so far. So cool. Okay. And you have serendipity. And look, it's the same thread. Do you see that? The same hope. And that's the star card. It's having hope towards something. It's also a card of huge dreams coming true. And look at that. Look at that. So someone here seems to be breathing, taking it easy, holding on to their hopes. And we see that their hopes are evergreen. And I said evergreen. Interesting. And coming true. The same hope that they've held on to is now being serendipitous and coming true for them. Such an amazing advice. Let's keep it here for now. And let's take a look at the other 2 cards. So you have bad health. So this seems to be a situation in your life that feels at the moment a little bit out of your control. You know, things like bad health or something that has bad energy one way or the other in a certain area of your life. Be it a relationship or your work or a difficult karmic situation that you could be going through. And, you know, you have your hopes high, you don't know how it's going to go, but you feel very tired, obviously. See, 31 reminds me of the last day in a month, giving me a strong impression that your higher self is saying this cycle is actually ending. That's why it's advising you to breathe and to hold on to your hope, because it seems like this type of energy is about to heal and is not supposed to stay long enough in your life. And so the biggest advice that your higher self is giving to you now is to hold on to your hope and go through it while breathing, taking it easy, because your higher self is saying, as it sees things from above, that you're not meant to stay in this situation for long. Let's continue and see what the rest of your cards are saying. So here you have main female. Interesting. Main female. Female energy, you know, the moon reminds me of course, female energy, receptivity, receiving something. Let's find out together. All right, so let's now take a look at your tarot cards. Wow, right off the bat, you have breakthrough. So this is the strength card. It's 11 in this deck. The strength card is 11. So you have breakthrough with the strength card. You have, look at that, bad health and strength. So you're overcoming this difficult energy that is keeping you low, keeping you tired, keeping you feeling like you don't know what to do to keep moving. Maybe you don't have the energy to keep going through this. It's probably really tiring you. You have the 2 of Cups with friendliness. I want to find out what this is. We'll find out together in a second. You have the 2 of Wands. So you have the 2 of Cups and the 2 of Wands with possibilities, right? You have the Six of Swords with the burden. You can clearly see how tired you are, but you're being guided to go towards something. And look at that green. We were talking about evergreen and serendipity. So although you're too tired to take on the challenge, it looks to you, or it seems to you, that the mountain is high. It's going to take more energy. I'm seeing your guides telling you you're going to be going straight, and you don't necessarily have to go through that uphill battle. Okay, so we're starting to get the clear advice here and guidance. You have, wow, the Fool card. We see the Fool card walking off a cliff, and they seem to be very calm doing it. Again, the green. You have the Page of Swords with mind. Interesting. Which tells me here that the one thing that is taking the most from your energy are your thoughts. It's the most thing that could be tiring you at the moment. And that's why you have the Breathe card. And last, but not least, you have the Five of Wands with totality. Some sort of challenge where you could have been afraid. You are afraid of falling off. You're not. You're going to be held. Your hands are going to be held. Giving me an impression of something completing in your life. And where you thought it was going to end, it's not. So let's now take a closer look at the guidance here. In fact, to the white Howlite, I see a new page, a new chapter. So, your higher self is telling you that the most important thing to do now is to take care of yourself spiritually, physically, and mentally. These three elements combined are what's going to heal you and take you out of this difficulty. And when things seem to be out of your hands, they're not entirely out of your hands, my dear pile number one. Your higher self is telling you energetically, hold on to that dream. Hold on to the belief that you are going to overcome this and come out of this. It's all how you vibrate through your thoughts. And so when things are in our hands, we try our best to fix it and do something about it and to navigate through it. I see through your energy here is that there is an element here that is tiring you, it's scaring you, and does feel like it is completely out of your hands. And it does look to you like it's going to be an uphill battle, but really with the Six of Swords, it's moving into clearer water. You're moving to the other side slowly but surely in a calm way. And you're not going to go through it in the uphill energetic way that you thought was going to happen. You're actually going to take a direction that's going to easily clear cut is what it's called. There's a shortcut here, that is taking you to the other side that you're not expecting. And that's why you have serendipity. There is a hit of good luck that is happening, and that's why you were drawn to the star as well. There is a hit of good luck that is taking you from feeling like you're very tired, you're helpless, to re-getting your youth and energy back. And this energy will help you break through from it. And so what is required from you at the moment in order to get access to this energy is to just let it go, drop it with the Fool card. When it's out of your hands, just make sure you take care of your health, your mental health, your spiritual health, and your physical body. That's what you can do best at the moment by dropping it. Let it go. Do, of course, the best that you can do. There's no question about that. But most importantly, it's about holding on to hope, knowing that you're not going to be left alone. If it looks like you are tired and you don't know what to do, you are supported by a strong team that is there helping you to cross to the other side. You're never alone. And, you know, although it looks like we are alone here, in the 3D at least, everyone has a spiritual team that is strongly there for them, helping them, guiding them, and helping them accomplish their mission. And so the more we are in tune with that energy, the better we receive these messages of guidance and energy of guidance that help us cross the other side, because we came here meaning to cross to the other side. That's what we're here to do, to learn through these challenges and move to the other side. So at the moment, you are guided to stay calm, take care of yourself, and leave the rest at the moment to your spiritual team. It's a time of holding on to hope and not necessarily to do something about it, my dear pile number two, pile number one, sorry. Unless there is definitely something that you can do, then of course in this case you are definitely required to do it. Like, do the best that you can and leave the rest up to your team, up to God. Hold on to your hope and just let it go. There is a significant I believe symbology in your reading. We keep seeing the heavens, and we keep seeing your hands holding on to the heavens. And I see here that you end your challenges with the 5 of Wands that feel like they are going against you, by holding on to the heavens, even though you might feel like you might sometimes feel like perhaps they're gonna let go, or that you're gonna be disappointed, that you're not gonna be helped out. I really see that you're not gonna fall by holding on to the heavens. And this is why you have female energy. This is the energy of receptivity. So we have 2 energies. The masculine energy is all about moving forward, being disciplined, using your energy and your force to make a change in your life. And with the female energy, with this receptive energy, it's believing in a higher power, believing in the oneness of the universe, believing in the magic of receiving. It's all about that magical aspect and knowing that we can receive effortless. And there's always instability when we only believe in one energy without the other. You know, the masculine energy is all about going there, making it happen, getting it done, making sure you get it, which is powerful energy, especially that we live in the 3D. But having that powerful energy without the feminine energy is a total imbalance when things don't go right, and when you start seeing that not everything is entirely up to what you do. There's far bigger energies than that. And sometimes it's about using your mental energy, your energy of belief to receive. And it's like working smarter and not harder sometimes, right? And with the feminine energy, believing and holding on, having hope, connecting to the magic of the universe is fantastic. You're going to feel the magic in your world. You're going to receive. You're going to feel connected. You're not going to be afraid that you're going to be left alone. But there's still imbalance because you are here, or we all are here to do something and to move forward and to make it happen and to create. And so both energies are super powerful. And as you can see, symbols even from our ancient ancestors talking all about the unity of the masculine energy and the feminine energy of believing, looking up towards the sky. If you look, I don't want to go off topic, but I just want to say something very quickly. If you look at all the ancient temples, the stones, the pyramids, everything, they were all aligned to the heavenly bodies and the movement, and they're all about look up to the sky. In fact, in the Emerald Tablet, Thoth says in ancient Egypt, there will come a time where people will stop looking at the heavens. And I also there's something that happened in Egypt that really made me feel very sad. There were these, what do you call them? The stones, hedge stones, that there's circular ones that look up to the heavens, and they were locating something very important and specific. They were next to the pyramids, and so I don't want to say excuse, but the reasoning of removing these stones to Aswan in Egypt was because the tourists and people were playing around with it, and so they wanted to keep and preserve it, and so they moved it from the pyramids, next to the pyramids, to Aswan to preserve it. And upon hearing that, it was many years ago, I was really sad, because they were, pointing to specific, it has to do with location, Anyway, sorry, going off rant. I mean, everything was pointing up to the heavens. And we see that in your reading. Both elements are important. But at this point of your life, my dear pile number 1, with the female energy, I really see it is time to connect with your female energy. Just like when you're building something new, you're mostly focused, putting in all of your energy on this masculine energy. Yes, you believe, but you put on so much power. And sometimes it's about letting go and believing, fully tapping into your feminine power, or your feminine power. And so here, your higher self is telling you, at this point of your life, you may feel tired, a little bit helpless, and it's okay. If you have done everything in your hands to do what is necessary, it's time to look at it from an outside perspective. With the 2 twos here, it's keeping your balance. 2 of Cups is about reciprocity. Just, taking a step back and allowing the energy to take its course and do what it's meant to do. And at this point, you're meant to fully connect, believe, know that you are guided, you're assisted, and you're not going to be left alone. What you can do, what is in your hand with the Strength card, you will find your strength by now taking care of yourself physically, spiritually, and mentally. Telling yourself that it's going to be okay. Take the time to meditate. And again, we see the feminine energy and the masculine energy. With the High Priestess, it's like connecting, the feminine energy, connecting to the universe, knowing that there is higher power, receiving. But the Hierophant is also important. It's about doing rituals, traditions and rituals that help, in the right way, of course, that help you connect to that beautiful energy through meditation, prayer. And it could be something that you believe in. Sometimes it's about keeping a ritual of, for example, having a walk at night, every day, every night, or in the morning, early in the morning, to connect, to talk to yourself, to talk to the universe, to God, what you believe in, and to have that conversation of reconnecting, looking at the signs, speaking your heart out, saying what you believe, to make that connection. And so make that connection spiritually, physically, and mentally, to always take care of these 3 elements in your life. That is the nurture here with the female, to nurture yourself in these 3 elements and to just let it go. Know that everything is going to happen in due time, and that by letting go, you connect, my dear pile number 1. Let it go and connect. Take care of yourself, and you will see that you are going to be serendipitous. It's going to work out fine for you. Take care of you, and you will see that everything else, my dear pile number 1, will be taking care of you. This is exactly what I see for you, my dear pile number 1, with regards to what your higher self wants to guide you towards, how you can end forever these challenges that are going on. Keep the faith. You connect better to that energy, and you will see yourself. You're going to come out of this serendipitous in full health and very strong. My dear pile number 1, this was your reading. I wish you the best from my heart. I promise you, you see, it all ends. There is always a light at the end of the tunnel. Connect with it, my dear pile number 1, and you take yourself out of it. This is what I see in your reading. I wish you the best of luck. Take care of you. And if you've enjoyed this reading, please give me a thumbs up. subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And please don't forget to check out my 2 productivity books. They are there to help you out. The Productivity Handbook teaches you how to become a productive person right away, all while enjoying the journey. You will find that this book is an easy read. It's straight to the point. You're not going to procrastinate reading it, but really you'll find all the advice and secrets that will help you to become a productive person right away. If you enjoy audiobooks, there is also an audiobook, and which you can listen to whenever you want. It will truly be a life-changing ebook. And if you're interested in checking it out, you'll find a link to it down in the description box. And while you're there, you might also want to check out the Productivity e-cookbook, which is totally there to help you clear and simplify your life to the fullest. Speaking of taking care of your body, I've partnered with a nutritionist that I really love and believe in to bring out to you 210 recipes that are healthy, delicious, and are cooked in a matter of minutes, giving you the rest of the day to do what is important for you, even if what is important for you is to simply heal at this point of your life. If you're vegan, I got you. There is a vegan version. And if not, you can even make use of both ebooks. And this way you have a plethora of healthy and delicious meals to choose from that are easy to create and make, whether you're a good cook or not at all, in a matter of minutes. And if you're interested in checking it out as well, you'll find a link to it down in the description box. And my dear pal number 1, thank you so much for tuning in. You will see you're about to come out of this. This is your message. And I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. You have chosen the Hematite in the shape of a mirror ball, as well as the card No. This is an extra card in this tarot deck, and I'm really intrigued, especially when I saw the card No. I want to see why this card came out. What does it want to say? And specifically, this all relates to your higher self's key advice on how to end a challenge in your life. All right, so let's get straight into it. Your tarot cards are now properly shuffled with the energy of the reading today. I see your 2 oracle cards have come out. It seems like this one is important as well. All right, and the last tarot deck that we want to shuffle and pull 2 cards out of is this one. And so let's, there we go. The 2 cards are ready. Right, so what are your cards so far? You have, wow, I mean, look at that. No, and then you have the total opposite. You have the milk and honey. This is a beautiful card talking about, there we go. Now, there we go. Talking about many blessings that are to come for you. Definitely a very beautiful card to have. Let's keep it right there. Can you see your cards? Yes, you also have Imagine. The same card came up in pile number 1. You might want to check it out if you feel drawn to it, of course. Actually, let's keep it right there. You have, you have soulmates, and you have one penguin holding the key, and then the other penguin having the keyhole in the place of their hearts. So let's see what this all are. I mean, we're drawn to know, but so far all the cards are just really beautiful and super positive. Let's see. So you have child, beautiful, smiling, happy child. And you have gift. Wow. I mean, to say that your cards are beautiful is really an understatement. I'm so happy. Although this is a reading about your higher self's key advice, so far all I'm seeing is really positive, beautiful cards. You know, milk and honey and gift. Wow. Let's see what your higher self wants to tell you today and what that challenge is. Wow, look at that. Judgment. And I see an explosion, something rising. I see an element of a surprise. I see phoenix, so a rising from the ashes. The word phoenix written here, right? So you have judgment, which specifically is guiding us to understand that you're rising. Maybe that's the no. You're rising from energy that where you feel like you're cut off from the world. You're cut off from something that you want. There's no access. but being drawn to the hematite. Hematite, energetically, is a strong magnet, you know. You're able, it's not only a protector, but it strongly attract things to you. It's a very powerful crystal. I'm very happy we're drawn to it. And that's the manifestation of that energy throughout your cards. See, no, and this judgment card clearly shows me that you were in a time of hardship. You were going through it all. It was super rough. But with the Phoenix, it shows that you have actually grown. Especially, you have really focused on healing your inner child. We see a baby elephant, a calf, a child. So we're seeing despite the negativity or the difficulties that you are going through at your world at the moment, there are positive things within them. There's a lot of healing to the inner child in specific. That energy is very powerful, and it will be that strong force that pushes you these couple of days. I heard couple of days in my mind. That pushes you out of this energy. Let's keep on going. You have the Devil card. Interesting Devil card. We see that cat like kind of persuading this other cat to do something. You know, it can't force it, but it's trying to persuade it. I see their bag on the floor. It's open. All the jewelry has come out. The picnic basket has there's some shocking element going on here. Okay. You have the Fool card. Right. You also have the Four of Cups. The Seven of Cups. Another seven, the Seven of Swords. And do we have a place for one more card? Yes, we do. I think we definitely do. All right. What is our last card here? Another seven. Wow. So the Seven of Pentacles. I mean, 777. First of all, I want to ask, have you been seeing a lot of sevens lately? 777 is the fourth seven we see in your reading, actually. 7. I'm seeing your higher self here discussing the idea of you having so many dreams, and with the Four of Cups, you feel a little bit hopeless or not entirely satisfied because you wait and it's not happening at all. Now, this energy is there for you. Do you see that? The milk and honey. Do you have with the gift card? I see that it's definitely there for you to manifest. And I see that this reading holds the key for you to manifesting these energies. Nothing is out of reach. In fact, it's very interesting that you have 7, 7, and 7, because I was just reading about the 7 hermetic truths. Very interesting. In fact, now that we've opened up this subject, I'll read you the quote of the 7 hermetic truths. I don't remember it word for word, but it's like those who understand these 7 concepts or these 7 truths are the ones who are able to have the key to open up and manifest whatever they want. Let me get the book, and I'll even quickly read the 7 hermetic truths. You know, the titles. If you want to read more about them, I'll actually link this book down in the description box. It's a small read, but it's full of amazing secrets, full of amazing information about the Kabbalah and the Hermetic philosophy. Let me just bring out and read you the quote here. Okay, there we go. The 7 Hermetics principle. So it says, the principles of truth are 7. He who knows these understandingly possesses the key, magic key, before whose touch all the doors of the temple fly open. So the 7 truths are, the 7 Hermetic principles are, the principle of mentalism, the principle of correspondence, the principle of vibration, the principle of polarity, the principle of rhythm, the principle of cause and effect, and the principle of gender. Now, seeing these 3 sevens, I believe that your higher self is discussing 3 of these truths in your reading today. See here with this figure, you know, licking the chicken. Obviously, they're meant to deliver it somewhere to a table. We see the principle of cause and effect. You do something that you're not supposed to do, or do something that you're supposed to do, and there is a consequence to everything that we're doing. And that's what I'm seeing with the 7 of Pentacles. So we're going to be discussing that, the principle of cause and effect. Here I see the principle of, I don't remember which one it was, but I remember reading about the as above so below. I think it could be the principle of correspondence. Was it? Yes, it is the principle of correspondence. And here, look at that. This person thinking and noting their dreams. And so this, of course, reminds me of the principle of mentalism with the all is mind. The universe is mental. So let's get straight into reading and discuss that. If you want to read, I totally recommend this book. I love it. Although small, it is full of information that genuinely opens up your mind. I'm not associated to this book. It just happens to have been brought up in your reading. All right. So it certainly opened my mind up about so many things, even principles that I've known about before. It really just sticks. It explains it so well. Okay, so let's get straight into reading. I see that the information here, as the title of the reading suggests, will definitely open up doors in the stubborn areas of your life where you really want to manifest things and it's not happening. There is no coincidence that you were drawn to the Hematite. There's powerful energy of attracting what you want into your life. You will be receiving everything that you want, by the way. And these are the principles, I believe, here that showed up with the 7s that your higher self, or at least the 3 ones that your higher self is recommending or advising you with to end a challenge in your life, or end that no energy in your life. See, first thing we're seeing here, most importantly, is imagine. Now, this takes us to the first 7, which is the 7 of Cups. 7 of Cups is, of course, all about dreaming big, having no limits, you know, the sky is the limit, having no limits to what you imagine, what you want to manifest, the things that you want to create in your life. You even see the figure here taking it seriously. They have their pair of glasses on, they're taking notes of what they're visualizing, and they're serious about manifesting what they want. And although it's a card that is usually regarded as building castles in the sky because the dreams are so big, here we see the figure taking this energy super seriously. And as you know, the first principle of the Hermetic truth is that everything and all is mind. There we go. The universe is mental. So let's explore that first as one of your main truths to rise like a phoenix from this stubborn energy. Mastering this key will push you out of any stubborn energy that you're in. Understanding that it's all about the mind makes you realize where to put your effort into. Oops, sorry. So it's not about not working towards something. It's first about how you think about it. So, like, let's say a kid is playing on a simple game on their computer. And so this child does not understand that it's all programming. It looks all colorful and nice and with all these teddy bears. They're trying to figure out how to bypass this teddy bear or get the gift in this game. They can try and find all the brilliant solutions as they progress with the game, how to maneuver this, how to maneuver that. But at the end of the day, one day, this child will learn that it's all programming. Maybe they fell in love with the game so much that they are now interested in programming. Now they started to understand what this game is truly about, that it's all made up of codes. And so now that this child, or maybe teenager now, realized that, they started learning coding, and they have an advantage now more than everyone else, because they've learned coding, they've learned how to access the coding of this game. Now they can write some codes and give themselves advantages in this game that maybe not everyone knows about, although anyone can do if they take the time to learn these secrets, right? In this case, secrets would be the codes, how to read them, how to write them, how to use them to get these extra advantages. So understanding that the form of the universe, on the facade, it looks like material things, it looks like hands, it looks like grass, it looks like money, it looks like fruits, whatever it looks like. This is just the facade. The reality of the universe is that it's all energy, everything is energy. And learning how to change that energy is the key to making big changes rather than small ones. It's all about how you think about things, which is the main key element to maneuvering energy. And so when you want to manifest something, the key element here is to think about it. Even scientific studies have now shown how visualization changes everything. There are studies on how visualization and visualizing the techniques that coaches are teaching basketball players to do, how they can visualize it mentally, and they're able to do as good as the ones who have practiced, or maybe even better if they're doing both. Students who have visualized getting better grades actually get them, and so on. So visualization is a powerful tool in your reservoir that you can use to manifest the things that you want. Is it the only thing? No, there are 7 truths, but one of the powerful ways that you can definitely have an advantage over in your life to change things around is how you think about things. Here I see a little bit of a loss of hope and a little bit of disappointment. And so understanding that things take time, understanding that energies change their ways in the way that it's supposed to flow, Like, for example, let me just give you a quick example of what I'm trying to say here. I just watched also an experiment that they've done in Japan, where they got this fungus, I believe, that is able to find the shortest path to connecting with each other or to reaching the source of something. Forgive me, I'm not quoting it word for word or exactly how the experiment was done, but they've drawn out the map to their subways, and I believe they put in the different cities, in the different places that these trains take them to, the food that the fungus was supposed to get. And then they put the fungus in this area. And so the fungus mapped out a smarter way to get from these points, because that's what the fungus does. It finds the shortest way of reaching their food source. And so they've taken this map and they've restructured, at least that's what I have understood from this experiment that I've been seeing, to remap their underground system, right? So we may expect, what I'm trying to say from this is that we may expect things to go in a certain direction, in a certain way, in a certain time to get what we want. We may not be entirely right all the time because we don't always see the full picture to things. And so it's about visualizing it and letting it go. Trust in the process completely. You know, it's not, don't question it. It's all energy, because you don't want that type of vibration to affect what the powerful energy that you put out there. And so visualize it, trust it, and don't question it. It's going to happen to you. Let the powerful energy flow. And so don't affect that beautiful imagination, that beautiful flow, strong, powerful energy through doubt, trust, disappointment. Realize, if you're wishing for something, you believe in something, uninterruptedly, it's going to happen for you. Let it take its time. Don't, with the devil card here, don't let it sway you and deviate you off course or veer you off course. Continue to go forward with that energy and let it work. Why? Because we're seeing here with the Seven of Swords, the tricky part, the energy of the second truth, consequence, the truth of consequence, how the idea of as above, so below. And as the book mentioned, it is the secret of life, or rather nature. And in fact, it is so important. I actually want to read you just a little bit from what the book says about the principle of correspondence. I think the book explains it so beautifully. 1 second. All right. So the part I want to read is the ancient Hermetists considered this principle as one of the most important mental instruments by which man was able to pry aside the obstacles which hid from view the unknown. Its use even to tore aside the veil of Isis to the extent that a glimpse of the face of the goddess might be caught. Just as a knowledge of the principles of geometry enables man to measure distant suns and their movements, while seated in his observatory, so a knowledge of the principle of correspondence enables man to reason intelligently from the known to the unknown. And so, as above, so below is a paraphrase from the second line of the Emerald Tablet. And of course, it explains that everything that we see above is mimicked below. And once you realize that you and the eternal are one and the same, time is lost. You can be anything that you want in your mind, and the power of your willpower is the limit. You know, metaphorically, we even see it like as above, so below. You know how metaphorically, it's just the symbology of it, how we take a look at how our veins look like, you know, and our nuclear, what is it called? The nuclear cell, is that what it's called? No. The neurons, the nerve cells, everything, you know, even how our eyes look like, and we see that mimicked in space. So as a symbol, we get to understand through it metaphorically that as above, so below. It's a great concept that is, you know, that has been there through ancient times. We see it in tarot, we see it everywhere, and it's about applying that concept in our lives. Now, let's look at your card to analyze this concept. Do you see here? They were supposed to go through that gate, which is, in my opinion, is the representation of the material world. You see someone actually counting the money. And so you bypass that through the heavens. You attract what you want into your life. You bypass a lot of the rules that we live in, you know, a lot of the material rules that we have, like you have to have this in order to have that. And so you might have nothing at all, yet achieve so much more than all of the things combined that other people had. And so it's not about looking at it from a worldly perspective. It's understanding that the rules that we navigate with in this world may be very small and very limited, as opposed to the rules of the cosmos. And bypassing these things and bypassing time, which is our own construct, and not feeling like it's too late, not feeling like we don't have the resources, not feeling like we don't have access to certain powers or certain things that won't give us what we want, that no, it's understanding and realizing that it's all about, that everything is the mind, and it's about believing, not and that it's about the power of our willpower and how strong it is that will actually launch what we want. By understanding that it's not all about the rules that we see in our 3D, but it's about looking to the heavens and manifesting what we want through it. As we within believe that we can receive, you will be able to visualize and receive the things that you want in your life. And see, the Devil card here truly shows us you drop what you were supposed to manifest when you veer off course. Let it take its course and its time. And you know what could be thought of as a fool here on the 3D, you know, you're a fool for thinking like that. Or our minds could sometimes be talking to us like that. Oh yeah, it looks like it's not going to happen. It's been taking time. Nothing has happened for me. People are going to think I'm crazy, or whatever it is that we've learned here that may look like we're being fools here. It's not the rules of the universe. In fact, magic is thought of as being crazy and being foolish, but we all know that it's there, and we all know that it works. We've seen, you know, little things from it, like the magic of numbers and synchronicities that and we know that we're not being crazy, and we know that it's there to tell us a message. And so believe in that magic, and don't label it as crazy, don't label it as false promises, don't label it as your no. Label it as your yes every single time. My dear pile number 2. Vote yes with your mind every single time to ward off your no. And it's so important that you stick to it, that you don't veer off course, because here again we see the law of cause and effect. Every energy has an effect. It's okay that we sometimes, you know, veer off course, or that we find it frustrating, or that we for a few seconds lose a little bit of hope. It happens, it's human. But it's to realize that and calmly take ourselves back to that power. Just like meditation, it's gonna happen, you know, our minds may wander off, but it's always about gently taking ourselves back, not about reinvesting and further growing that energy, taking out all of the effort that we put in. Of course, continue to believe, because always remember, the sky's the limit, and your tool is your willpower. As much willpower and belief that you have, that's as much energy that you're putting in. We don't always see what's happening. We're here in the 3D. Let it take its time and its course. And you can even see the main summary of your reading here as your key. The key is in your heart. Believe. It's about imagining and releasing it to the heavens. Then you receive. These are the laws. And this is why your higher self is really telling you about it in this reading here as a gift to receive what you want. Because not only is it going to help you manifest the things that are important for you, but it's also important for your mental health, for you to grow, heal, and realize that you are a power that is unlimited. You are one with the universe, and you are not alone, helpless, my dear pile number 2. You know how when things happen by accident and we're like, oh, I met this person by accident, haven't seen them for a long time, and they told me about this thing and I was impressed. Whoa, you do that, I love that. And that encounter changes your life. Or you were about to get into trouble, but luckily you met this person who was there and decided to help you out. And so nothing really is by accident. And I remember I read, what was it? How that was a factor of the cause and effect. I think it's better that I read it for you. It's going to explain it better than me. Let me open it to the cause and effect. I'm just going to read the small quote for you. Every cause has its effect. Every effect has its cause. Everything happens according to law. Chance is but a name for law not recognized. There are many planes of causation, but nothing escapes the law. And so you might wonder, how is this going to happen for me? How is it going to work? Let it be. You will see chances. What are the odds? Things happening that you never put into your consideration, that is energy there to make it happen for you. So my dear pile number 2, as a summary with the 3 sevens here, it is all about visualizing, believing. That's a summary here. Visualizing, believing. And it's about the power of your willpower. And realize that the more you put in, the more you're going to be getting, the cause and effect. How it's going to happen, we don't know. But it's a tool that we have. It's understanding and learning about the magic of the universe. So use it for yourself. My dear pile number 2, there is no more no's here for you. Only yeses moving forward. You will be taking yourself out of this and manifesting every single thing that you want in your life. Note today, what do you want to happen in your life? What are the dreams that you want to live? Live them every single day. It's your right. You are one with the universe. It's yours. Take it, my dear pile number 2. Take it. Don't let go of this hope. It is your magic. Don't let it go. It is your magic. I mean, I wish I can tell you how crazy things happened in my life just by believing in them. Hopefully one day I can make an episode on that. I believe it's going to help many. But believe me, I promise you, believe and it's going to happen. Believe and it's going to happen. My dear pile number 2, ignore what's happening in the outside world. Do your best and just let it go. It's going to happen for you in due time, in the way it's supposed to happen. And my dear pile number 2, this was your reading. I truly hope you've enjoyed it. I wish you the best in your endeavors. No more no's for you, only yeses. And my dear pile number 2, if you've enjoyed this reading, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And please don't forget to check out my 2 productivity books. They are there to help you out. The Productivity Handbook teaches you how to become a productive person right away, all while enjoying the journey, because as you will see in this book, through all the smart techniques in there, this is a journey that you're meant to enjoy and not suffer through. Otherwise, you're going to drop it. And if you're interested in checking it out, I know you're going to love it. There's a link to this ebook down in the description box. There's also an audiobook if you love listening to your books. And while you're there, you might also want to check out the Productivity e-cookbook, which I have created with a nutritionist that I really love and believe in, because I wanted the smart solution for you guys. It's a recipe book. It has 210 recipes that are healthy, delicious, and are cooked in a matter of minutes, giving you the rest of the day to do what is important for you. And if you're vegan, I got you. There is a vegan version. If not, you can make use of both ebooks. There are no duplicate recipes at all. And this way you'll have a plethora of healthy and delicious meals to choose from for the rest of your life. Taking care of this area forever. As you eat healthy, delicious food, prepare it quickly, and focus on what is important for you. You get to try different recipes over and over and over. I made sure it's packed with delicious recipes for you to try from. And if you're interested in checking it out, you'll also find a link to it down in the description box. And my dear pile number 2, thank you so much for tuning in. I loved your reading. I am wishing you the best. And I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. You have chosen the Super 7 crystal. I want to show it to you here. It's a very special crystal. I'm so happy you were drawn to it. And let me just tell you a little bit about it. It's a very rare mineral. I feel so blessed to be able to have it. And when I got it, I knew it was for the channel. And so these two want to come out. And so I totally intend to put it for that use. It's a very powerful healing crystal. See, the story behind it is that, or what it's about is that it's comprised of 7 minerals together. It's I think amethyst, coccoxite, goethite, lepidocrosite, I believe, clear quartz, smoky quartz, and rutile. So it's like it's very rare that this combination comes together. It's found in some few mines in Brazil, and it's a very powerful crystal that helps, very powered to balance the 7 chakras. Very healing therapy with the strong therapeutic frequency. And so this massive energy truly helps to balance out, like I mentioned, the 7 chakras, and helps in emotional detox. Guys, I have it here for you. You can use it as much as you want, as long as you want, every single day if you want. You can listen to this reading and get this energy, and I'm not doing this for views. You can download the video, use it as much as you want. I fully put this energy to help you guys out whenever you want it. And of course, if you want to watch it here on YouTube and support me, thank you so much. Do whatever resonates with you to make use of this energy. And let's get straight into your reading. We talked so much about it. I was very excited about it. So today we're taking a look at the key advice on how to end a challenge in your life. So I'm going to be taking 2 cards, and we shuffled this one. I'll be taking 1, 2, and I feel this one as well. 3 cards. So let's see what you have and what your higher self wants to let you know today. Wow, right off the bat, I love this card for you. Have you been seeing 2-2 lately? You have blessed. Love this energy for you, especially that it's right in conjunction with the 6 of Pentacles. I feel like your higher self is telling you energetically, now it's not a surprise that you were drawn to this 7 crystal, the Super 7 crystal, because here I'm seeing that you're starting to have balance in your life, and you are about to experience a lot of blessings entering in your life. There's a lot of healing here going on for sure, and there is certainly blessings entering your life. Let's watch more of that type of blessings that are getting into your life, what you're going to be experiencing. Most importantly, your advice from your higher self. Yes. So here we have orphaned. I get the idea that you have felt that you were abandoned and left all on your own. You probably had people who abandoned you, who weren't there for you, and you felt like you didn't have anyone in the world but yourself. This must have been excruciatingly painful, and you probably didn't know how to get yourself out of this debacle, and it certainly was a very difficult road. 5 in numerology is a time of great change. In fact, the only constant in life is change. You are not meant to feel like you're outcasted and alone and sad to this degree forever. Your energy is balancing out in a very powerful way. In fact, I just noticed something crazy. Do you see this? These 2 crystals here look like this Super 7. How interesting is that? So you're powerfully coming out of a very difficult cycle of your life, and you're moving out of an energy where you feel alone, sad, in pain, disappointed from life and people, to a time of great prosperity and feeling blessed in life. it's interesting. I mean, right off the bat, we're taking a look at how your life is changing, although it is a reading about advice from your higher self. Perhaps that's the first strong message that you're getting from your higher self. I believe your higher self is telling you that you have already been through the challenges that is meant to bring balance into your life. So far, this is a powerful message of hope and realizing that it's time to get out of this energy. Maybe your higher self in that case is telling you that because things are changing, you're not advised to relive the cycle, to break out of a cycle, because you don't want to start a cycle of victimizing yourself. Okay, let's move on. Because, when we get into a cycle from sadness, it's very natural. We are so sad, we start reliving the experience. And it prevents us from moving forward, it prevents us from receiving blessings, and it prevents us sometimes from healing. Let's see the rest of your cards. Wow, courthouse. Do you see that? It's like the law of the universe. And just as you have gone through powerfully hurtful times, now I see you are coming into balance and shifting into a times of powerful blessings. Like you've gone through a karmic cycle and you've cleared things out, and now is a time for a rest. Now is the time for blessings. 22, 23. You finished one cycle and you're moving to the next. Bad health, and it even came reversed. So if you were drawn to pile number 1, they got this card, so you might want to check it out. Okay, so we have bad health again. 31 is the end of the month, right? So we see the end of a bad cycle where you felt helpless, and now you're entering a new beginning. I still don't see the advice, but let's keep watching how the cards are taking us there. So you have privileged lady. Wow. Like we've noticed, a time you're moving now, ending a chapter where you felt helpless, to a time where you're going to be feeling very, very privileged. That's powerful energy here, because it's a powerful force, karmic force, where you're moving from super difficult times to super blessed times. Okay, my dear pile number 3. We see the main energy of your reading. Let's see now, as we've taken a good introduction to your past, what you're going through and what's about to happen for you. Let's now see the advice from your higher self at this point to end this challenge completely. So you have the death card. I keep saying we'll see the advice, but you keep getting a message of an end of a cycle, beginning of a new one, a huge transformation in your life. Okay, you have the 2 of Cups, the 8 of Swords. You can really see that. I'm so sorry, my dear pile number 3, sending you a big hug, and you are going to see you're coming out of this. I know 8 of Swords is a card of feeling helpless and stuck. Keep seeing that in your reading. It's unbelievable. But I see energy is clearing up. Also, 8 of Swords has a very strong message in it. It's an invitation to start altering how you think about things and taking yourself out of a certain mindset that is keeping you stuck, because now the situation is going to be different. See, with the 2 of Cups, we see reciprocity of energy. Both the 6 of Pentacles, in fact, and the 2 of Cups, what they have in common is reciprocity. What you put in, you get out. So in general, I see movement, a strong movement of energy happening in your life. Also, what is in common with the Orphaned card here and the 8 of Swords is the idea of victimization. And although no one can take from you the fact that it was brutal, difficult, harsh, there is guidance of taking yourself mentally from the thoughts of the past. Wow, new beginning with the Ace of Cups. You have the King of Pentacles. The Four of Cups, things changing without you even knowing. Major changes in your life that you're not even seeing or expecting. During a time where you feel hopeless. Great disappointment with the Four of Cups. Nine of Pentacles, again, a card of a wish fulfillment. Nine of Pentacles, and you have, wow, the Five of Swords. Beautiful. Okay, so what is your higher self advising you to do to end this challenge once and for all? Right. So this is a time to end this chapter in your life and begin anew. This is a time of your life where you're going to be winning, as you can see. And you're going to be winning and moving ahead, it seems, from a lot of people even in your life. You're just moving really quickly and powerfully at this time of your life. It's a new beginning full of healing. And so, I see your higher self telling you, it's really weird here, but no, nothing is weird. But I wasn't expecting to see this. I'm seeing your higher self telling you to start connecting with others. You will find energy starting to move and change as you start connecting with others. Perhaps you will hear dear things and you will make dear connections as opposed to the past where you felt that you were abandoned by dear ones. So these were probably karmic connections that you were healing, whether these were your friends or your romantic connections, even family members a lot of the times, or work connections. These are not there to set the standards for how you're going to have connections for the rest of your life. It's something that you had to go through, believe it or not, to find your privilege. Maybe it was there to find mental balance and mental health, and maybe they were there to help you heal, like push your healing process full throttle, where you go into deep darkness to find the ultimate light. Now is a time, your higher self, I believe, is saying to make dear connections. Don't take the past as your standard of how you're going to be dealing with people for the rest of your life. This is a time where you're going to be creating marvelous and beautiful connections. And so let the past be in the past, my dear pile number 3, and start looking forward to meeting wonderful people. Look at that with the King of Pentacles here. King of Pentacles, first of all, shows us clear actions taken, sticking, making clear action plans that give you clear results. King of Pentacles is someone who works hard. That archetype is someone who works hard, goes after what they want, and is just there to make it happen. It's just there to make it happen. And so your new beginning starts with you putting yourself out there, even if it may feel difficult at the moment. But you are on a threshold of major changes in your life. I see your higher self telling you, with the fence here, look, it's really interesting. It's keep your boundaries, you do it in a comfortable way for you. Maybe do it with someone close to you, or do it in a way that it makes you feel comfortable. But put yourself out there. Connect with others. It's a time for you to connect with others. And you will quickly find that you will stand out. You will be seen. You will be loved, admired. And you will easily, at this point of your life, make beautiful connections with others. You will meet people who will reciprocate beautiful energy with you. It's quite interesting. I didn't know that this reading was going to take us to connecting with others. But believe me, my dear pile number 3, this reading is definitely talking about making a new heartful beginning. And your reading, I thought, was going to talk about maybe advising you on how to take your blessings. It's a time of great blessings. The blessings you are going to receive anyways. It's a time of receiving for you. There's no question about that. What you are advised to do, however, to end this chapter, oh my God, I just noticed something. It's crazy. Look, the number 7. If you came from pile number 2, you must be flabbergasted as well. If you didn't, and you were drawn to pile number 2, pile number 3, I totally recommend it. Please check pile number 2. There is a strong message there. It was a very powerful pile. Of course, if you're drawn to it. Back to the point. Here, your higher self is telling you you're going to be blessed. Now the karmic laws are changing. You're going to be receiving a lot of things, and you're going to be moving forward ahead of so many people that you may have even thought were very fortunate, because 2nd and 3rd place, you know, these are like the top people. And it's not about comparing yourself to others. I'm sure this is not the energy. What the energy here is trying to say is you may have felt like you were far behind in many areas of your life, and you're moving ahead. You're moving past those who maybe hurt you, and you will find yourself ahead of so many people, you know, maybe ahead of people that used to be your inspiration to things in life. That's what I see. You will be moving forward ahead with, you know, beautiful energy towards everyone, but you're moving ahead in your life. And so you will be holding a lot of blessings very soon in your life, where you're going to be very grateful for everything that is happening. Now, what is required or advised from you to do at this point of your life is to simply start connecting with others. Connecting with others. How? Let me reflect on your cards. Is there a way you're advised to do it? The only thing I'm seeing is like to do it in a comfortable way. But let me reflect closer, since this is the biggest advice here. See, first of all, this moved, I'll take it, okay. So first of all, maybe this will answer the question. So first of all, perhaps the victim mentality specifically here speaks about reliving old triggers of the past with people, or reliving disappointments from the past. You're meant to release that along with the karma that has already been released. And so deal with people now from a new mindset and from a new perspective, a new open-heartedness. Yeah. Be open to receiving different types of people in your life. Know that just as you have a beautiful heart, there are people out there who do have a beautiful heart as well. So release these limiting beliefs. Limiting beliefs like you're not going to be happy. Maybe the fence here is telling you, if you realize that this is not the type of energy that you resonate with, don't continue connecting, you know? But explore in order to connect with these wonderful, beautiful energies that you resonate with. Here, this is supposed to answer our question of what are you supposed to do exactly? Plan. 7 of Wands. So overcoming challenges with the 7 of Wands. Do you look at this big plan here? By major planning. This is not the energy of playing it by ear or, you know, accepting invitations when they come. Although, please, of course, do. This energy here that your higher self is showing us is about purposefully making it part of your life. Mindfully making it part of your life by planning for it and sticking to these plans, because they will bring you the greatest success. Also, with the fluctuations of this chart, know that there are ups and downs. Don't ever let them discourage you. You will meet great people along the way that you will feel very blessed to have, and you will want to have fun with them. And then you will meet energies that you don't like. That's okay. Let them go. You don't have to experience the whole thing. You can just let it go. You don't have to talk to them again. You don't have to interact with them. Give yourself, with the fence here, rules that make it easy for yourself. If you don't like the energy, you can always find an excuse to leave. As long as you've given enough time to make sure that you're not misunderstanding this, take your lesson and move on. So this happened today. How can I protect myself better the next time? And things will only improve if you allow yourself to listen to the energetic flow of feedback, trial and error. And through that process of going out there, protecting yourself, but at the same time being out there, I see you're going to heal this, because with the Five of Swords, you're going to win over the same energy that maybe used with the people that used to put you down or hurt you one way or the other. I see you winning over it. This time, you're listening to the flow. You're listening to your instinct. You're listening to the energies that you don't like. This time, you're not allowing things that you don't like to happen to you. See, with the clear fence here, you don't like a certain energy. You don't need to push yourself and put labels on yourself. Maybe I'm misunderstanding, or maybe I'm weak if I don't do that. Never. You are listening to your instinct. You are taking care of you as you connect with others. You are allowing for challenges, to learn from them, to do better the next time. And you're allowing for losses without having it hit you or make you sad or make you feel victimized. You can always leave the energy that you don't like. This way you are safe to come back and connect and get to know people, because this is a time, this moved as well, where you're not meant to stay alone in life. You are meant to create beautiful energies, and this is a time where the energies that used to win over you is now you are going to be the one that is winning over this energy. You're finding your power, your internal power. So, since this is a time of great blessings for you, major changes energetically, you're releasing the past, you're living the new. Things are going to be happening for you anyways. Maybe you're already moving in the right direction in other areas of your life. That's why your higher self is focusing on your relationships with others. So no worries about the other areas of your life. Your higher self is here today talking to you about your connections, and that it's now the time for you to put yourself out there, just like the for sale sign. Time to put yourself out in the social market so that you can meet and connect with those that you love and form beautiful bonds for the rest of your life. So one more card with regards to how to do that. Whoa, Six of Swords. Six of Swords is taking it easy, moving to calmer waters. And you can see your representation here of moving from darker times to entering a time of the light. And so, take it slow, but don't mistake taking it slow for not doing anything at all. Taking it slow means progressing with a new step every single day. Planning for activities to be done, planning on how you want to meet new people. Is it by going to a nearby park and connecting with others? Is it about going to a class? Is it about going to nearby events in your area? What is it that you feel comfortable doing and would like to do? Is it about volunteering and helping others? It's all with regards to what resonates with you. But one thing's for sure, you're being advised to get out there and connect with others and to not be discouraged. Learn from it, get back in. Don't like this environment, leave it. Find another one. You're never limited. And keep those that you like as long as they are reciprocating beautiful energy with you. Let go of the ones you don't like. Do whatever is comfortable for you to continue to engage in that game. You are certainly advised by your higher self now to connect with others. And you will see that you will be very fortunate, very loved. You will stand out. You will be seen as very privileged. And yeah, that I don't know why this comes into your reading. Because you are going to be privileged. But I mean in the context of relationships. Maybe being privileged is people feeling like, hey, this is an interesting person. Would love to get to know them. They seem interesting. Would love to hear their story. Would love to hear what they're all about. So you're standing out at this point of your life. Please go out there and create these wonderful connections, but be mindful about it. Don't leave it to chance, as mentioned, and take yourself into this greener area, especially in the area of your connections, because it will further help you heal. It will further help take you out of a certain mindset of reliving old wounds, because as you meet these beautiful people, they will help you, because it's always you helping yourself. It's not the people that will heal you, but through these experiences with them, they might shift your perspective on things that happen. They may allow you to grow in an area that used to make you feel sad. Now, as you grow in it, you heal. And it's all about being in the act to heal and not being in your mind. My dear pile number 3. Look, I see a message box here in the darker area. It looks open, broken. It's like you're not receiving any messages. You don't want to. You've disconnected maybe, or you were left alone. In all cases, that's the past that's behind you now. And that old mailbox that is empty is going to be filled with beautiful messages that you would love to hear, that you enjoy reading in the morning or when you connect with these people. It's a time for connectivity. That's exactly what I see for your reading. Please make use of this crystal to heal. This is the intention that I put out for you. Please feel free to download this video or to listen to it however you want, but to make use of this energy to heal. And my dear pile number 3, I'm wishing you the best of luck from my heart in this coming period of your life. I wish you the best connections. I wish you to go ahead in life and make the best out of it. I wish you a happy life. You're coming into a time, beautiful time of your life now. It's going to be far different from the past. This is what I see for you, my dear pile number 3. I wish you the best of luck. And if you've enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And please don't forget to check out my 2 productivity books. They are there to help you out. The Productivity Handbook teaches you how to become a productive person right away, all while enjoying the process, because you will see through the techniques that it's about working smarter, not necessarily always harder. It shifts your mindset and makes you enjoy the journey. Because if it was a journey that you're meant to suffer through, you're definitely going to drop it. So if you want to check it out, you'll find a link to this ebook down in the description box. There's also an audiobook. If you love listening to your books, I know it will change your life. I hope that you read it or listen to it, enjoy it, and apply it straight away. You will see that by the time you finish it, you're full of great ideas, you're full of motivation, and you're not going to be the same as before. And while you're there, you might also want to check out the Productivity e-Cookbook. It's also a book that I've been very passionate about for you to fix a specific area of your life. I've partnered with a nutritionist that I really love and believe in to bring out to you 210 recipes that are healthy, delicious, and are cooked in a matter of minutes, giving you the rest of the day to do whatever is important for you, freeing you from the hassle of having to figure things out, find delicious recipes, be healthy in your life. Sometimes because of this whole thing, we tend to order food that is not necessarily healthy. We tend to make poorer choices just because we have to focus on one thing in our lives. And that's why I was so adamant about making this book happen for you. I truly hope you enjoyed it. You enjoy it. And if you're vegan, there's a vegan version. If not, you can make use of both ebooks. This way you'll have a plethora of healthy and delicious meals to choose from. There are no duplicates. And make this area of your life simple, cooked in a matter of minutes, and enjoy delicious food for the rest of your life. And if you're interested in checking it out, you'll find a link to it down in the description box. And my dear pile number 2, thank you so much for tuning in, Again, I'm wishing you the best of luck in your life. Sorry, pile number 3. And I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye!